Rim Country News brought to you by Christine Croak, your Rim Country real estate expert. And by Jake's Corner Bar and Grill, a historic stopping spot since 1916. And by Terlucas and Brandt CPA PLLC, with a long history of providing quality CPA services right here in Rim Country. On this Tuesday, March 16th, for Tonto TV, K-Rim Radio News, and Global Trails Media, I'm Randy Roberson with your Rim Country News headlines. U.S. Representative Raul Grijalva has introduced a bill to keep the U.S. Forest Service from turning over land in Arizona for a massive copper mine. The parcel of land on the Tonto National Forest was set to be transferred to Resolution Copper this week. But the Biden administration recently pulled back an environmental review that cleared the way for the land exchange so it could further consult with Native American tribes. Now, the land transfer was included as a last-minute provision in a must-pass defense bill back in 2014 after it failed for years as standalone legislation. Resolution Copper would get 3.75 square miles of national forest land in exchange for 8 parcels it owns elsewhere around Arizona. Now, Grijalva's bill, introduced yesterday, seeks to repeal that provision. The Democrat from Arizona has introduced similar bills in the past. It has no Republican co-sponsors. The land was known as Oak Flat and is sacred to Native Americans, including the San Carlos Apache tribe. At least 3 lawsuits against the Forest Service have raised concern over religious freedom rights, land ownership, and violations of federal law. Resolution Copper, a joint venture of global mining companies Rio Tinto and BHP, said it has invested $2 billion thus far in the project. Mining wouldn't start for several years after the land transfer. In a statement yesterday, the company said it recognizes the importance of the federal government's ongoing review and consultation with the tribes and community members. And it said it is complying with the process that Congress outlined. Well, taking a look at other Rim Country news, Monday morning at the Globe Cemetery in southern Gila County, the Gila County Historical Society honored the late Gila County Sheriff Jerry Ryan, where a monument in his honor was installed near his presumed gravesite in the Globe Cemetery. Well, Jeremiah was born in Ireland back in 1858 and immigrated to America. He made his way across the country and settled in Globe, Arizona. He was appointed under-sheriff on January 5, 1889. Shortly thereafter, on November 16, 1889, he was appointed sheriff of Gila County after the death of Sheriff Glenn Reynolds. On June 1, 1890, Sheriff Ryan gave up his life in an attempt to rescue 15-year-old Mary Frush, whose rowboat had overturned in Pasco Pond north of Globe. Both Frush and Sheriff Ryan's burials were held at the same time together. Emily Frush's marker remains in the cemetery, but over time, Sheriff Ryan's marker had disappeared. Yesterday, that changed. Under Sheriff Matt Binney was on hand yesterday to honor Sheriff Ryan and also had the honor of presenting the American flag to Janice Ryan Bryson on behalf of Gila County Public Safety Memorial Association.
What an amazing guy to immigrate like he did from Ireland, get his citizenship, and then basically was his life was cut short, but a life of service to the community. And he served in so many different ways, and it's just an amazing guy. In our profession, and I say that because I've got some other law enforcement officers here. Thank you guys for coming. A lot of times with first responders, especially with law enforcement, the term or label hero gets kind of added just because of the job. Mm-hmm. I understand why people do that, and I greatly appreciate it. I think these guys would probably attest to that. But I have a military background as well as that of with the sheriff's office, and so that label has kind of always been there. And I've seen times where people were deserving of it, and times where people weren't. If you ask me personally, I'll never say I'm a hero just because I put this uniform on, or these guys have this uniform on. To me, it's acts of heroism that make people heroes. And no doubt that day on June 1st, 1890, Sheriff Ryan was a hero.
In a statement on social media, the sheriff's office said that they greatly appreciated being asked to be part of the memorial dedication. They also wanted to thank those members of the Globe Police Department who were also able to be in attendance and for that particular event. And also in attendance were the family descendants of Gila County Sheriff Jerry Ryan, members of the Gila County Historical Museum, Globe City Councilman Fernando Shipley, and the priest from Holy Angels Catholic Church. Well, coming up in Rim Country weather, mountain snow and valley showers were on tap to taper off this morning, with local areas of hazardous travel continuing. So, what can you expect next? Well, a complete report on your 7-day forecast is coming up. You're watching Rim Country News.
Hello, this is Brian Bowman. We have Pace and Tire Pros in automotive, and one of the best things about having a business in town is the local community. We found Terlucas and Brandt to do our taxes. Amy's been a critical component for our business to be successful. We are very thankful for them and their professionalism. So if you're looking to have somebody do your taxes and you want to find somebody good that's willing to work with you, Amy is awesome. Terlucas and Brandt is who we suggest.
Hi, reflecting on 2020, this year has presented challenges, devastation, and extraordinary circumstances that will forever change all of our lives. I am more than ever thankful and grateful for my loving family, living in a community that supports and takes care of each other, the collaboration that happens with our small businesses and our non-profits are selfless, generous, and heartfelt. A special thanks to our town staff, the first responders who are dedicated to our community, and lastly, so grateful and thankful for my clients, personal referrals, new friendships, thankful for my assistant Sarah, my marketing team, title, mortgage companies, local and state, realtors that I've had the privilege of working with. Wishing you all Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Holidays. I appreciate you all from my heart. Many blessings. Stay safe for 2021.
Jake's Corner Bar and Grill. It's not just a bar, it's a destination. Jake started out as an Arizona stage stop way back in 1916, and folks have been stopping here ever since. Jake's also has been famous as a popular stopping spot for travelers headed to Rim Country or Roosevelt Lake. But as more people discover this historic stop, more and more, it becomes the destination. It was even featured in the 2008 movie Jake's Corner and later featured at the Sedona Film Festival. Ice-cold beers from the tap, imported or specialty beers, a generously stocked full bar, and great food that keeps you wanting to come back again and again. Enjoy a game of pool inside or step out and enjoy the covered patio and outdoor bar with live entertainment and much more. We hope to see you soon at one of the most historic stopping spots in Arizona, Jake's Corner Bar and Grill. It's not just a bar, it's a destination. Well, taking a look now at Rim Country weather, weather forecast models have done a good job with the timing and intensity of this current robust low pressure area and attendant frontal precipitation. Now, before dawn this morning, the National Weather Service offices up in Belmont, east of Flagstaff, were reporting 2 to 3 inches of new snow, with another inch or two certainly possible as the band continues to the east. Now, snow levels at times were around the 6,500 foot elevation east of that front, falling to around 4,000 feet near the western edge or the trailing edge of the band. Now, prefrontal winds have been very strong in the Springerville area last night. Matter of fact, overnight they had several gusts over 50 miles an hour up there, and that was between about 10 o'clock and midnight last night. Now, the forecast is on track to have this low pressure and associated frontal precipitation moving to the east and out of Arizona this morning, with lingering instability showers near the cold core of the low as it quickly crosses northern Arizona early this afternoon. Now, what's called wraparound upslope along the northern slopes of the eastern Mogollon Rim and over into the White Mountains will very likely continue through the afternoon today. Now, the nice part is that clearing skies and light winds, well, they're going to make for a cold night tonight. Then a broad ridge will build over the southern Rockies Wednesday and Thursday, and that's going to be bringing in fair weather and finally warmer temperatures to the Rim Country region. Now, we are expected to remain dry in a southwesterly flow into the weekend with no precipitation expected through at least Saturday. Now, there is some chance that unsettled weather may return late on Sunday and into next week, but we'll know more about that as the system gets a little closer. Here in Payson today, you can expect a high only warming up to around 43 degrees, and as we mentioned, it's going to be cold tonight with Payson's forecast low dropping to around 25. But with that steady warm-up expected this week, we will gradually heat things up to near 70 degrees for a high by Friday, so there is at least some relief in sight for those who are just getting sick and tired of the cold weather. Now, up on top of the rim today, well, it is going to be chilly. Both Forest Lakes and Clint's Well are expected to have a high today only reaching 33 degrees and a very chilly low tonight up there, dropping down to around 18. And it really won't be much different for our neighbors up in the communities of Pine and Strawberry to our north. Even there, you can expect a high today only reaching 36. It won't get out of the 30s there, and their forecast low tonight, a teeth-chattering 19 degrees. Over in Young, well, they'll get a little bit warmer today with their high forecast to be topping out around 41 degrees, but their low tonight will still be in the upper teens as well. Down in Tonto Basin, well, their forecast for a high today warming up to around 54 degrees, with tonight's low there dropping to around 34. And if you head all the way down south into the valley, Sky Harbor International Airport today, well, things are a lot more mild down there. They're expected to warm up to a high of around 64 degrees today and a fairly mild low tonight, only dropping down to around 45. And that's what's happening around Rim Country. For KRIM, Tonto TV, and Global Trails Media, I'm Randy Roberson. Make it a great Tuesday.